Have you ever wondered why nearly every ancient Indian temple asks you to enter barefoot? It is not about tradition. It is about how your nervous system reacts when your skin meets the temple floor, and how that simple contact triggers measurable changes in neurotransmitters. Most people assume walking barefoot in temples is just a cultural rule or a cleanliness norm. Others think it is symbolic. But the real drivers are mechanical pressure, temperature gradients, electrical grounding, and sensory stimulation. These factors directly influence how your brain modulates dopamine levels. The problem is that this mechanism is rarely explained in a clear, scientific way. Start with mechanical stimulation. Your feet contain more than 7,000 nerve endings and dozens of acupressure points. When you walk barefoot, micropressure on these nerve clusters activates the somatosensory cortex, which responds by releasing mood-regulating neurotransmitters. In a typical environment, tile, concrete, footwear, you do not get this full stimulation. But temple floors are engineered differently. Ancient builders selected materials like granite, laterite, sandstone, or marble not only for durability, but also for their thermal and electrical properties. Granite and marble hold cooler temperatures, creating a consistent temperature differential between your feet and the floor. Your body reads this drop as sensory input, increasing parasympathetic activation, which stabilizes cortisol and increases serotonin production. Then there is electrical grounding. The human body builds up electrostatic charge constantly. Direct contact with natural stone provides a conductive path that neutralizes this charge. Grounding reduces sympathetic overactivity, which is linked to anxiety and lower dopamine stability. Finally, vibration transfer. Walking barefoot increases how efficiently floor vibrations generated by chanting, bells, and footfall travel into the body. Sensory integration research shows that low-frequency vibrations can improve GABA regulation, increasing calmness and reducing neural noise. Taken together, the floor material, temperature, and barefoot contact form a neurophysiological feedback system the brain responds to immediately. Temple architects in early India used Vastu Shilpa Shastra, Manasara, and other treatises that, while not using modern terminology, clearly specify. Times-based flooring must use tile, stones that stay cool and maintain stable energy conduction. Times floors should not be coated with waxy or insulating materials. Times footwear must not be permitted inside Garbhagriha and its approach. In the Chola, Pallav, and early Hoysala periods, foundations were laid using stones with stable dielectric properties. Their choice was not decorative, it was functional, ensuring predictable thermal and electrical behavior over centuries. Archaeological surveys of South Indian temples show that floors were intentionally kept slightly uneven or minimally textured to increase tactile feedback during barefoot movement. These microtextures stimulate plantar mechanoreceptors more effectively than flat modern tiles. In other words, barefoot walking inside temples was engineered, not improvised. Today, wellness industries promote earthing, grounding mats, and barefoot park pathways as if they are modern innovations. But the principle is identical. First, increase sensory stimulation. Second, reduce electrostatic load. Activate parasympathetic pathways. Third, stabilize mood-related neurotransmitters. Many clinical studies on grounding and tactile stimulation show improvements in stress hormones, sleep quality, and emotional balance. What wellness centers sell today for thousands of rupees was already embedded into temple architecture centuries ago, free, repeatable, and built to last. The difference is simple. Temples design the environment around biology. Modern life designs biology around convenience. So the next time you visit a temple barefoot, do not think of it as a rule. Think of it as a biological design choice made by engineers who understood sensory science long before we had formal terminology for it. If you want more science-based breakdowns of temple engineering and human physiology, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, we decode how ancient design systems shape the human brain and body.